Today I'm going to show you how to mount up a set of tires. We're going to do 1/10 scale buggy tires for a clay indoor track. Here we have a set of TLR wheels, rears and fronts for two-wheel drive. I have a set of Proline Shadows in MC compound for the two-wheel front, a pair of Shadows MC compound for buggy rear. I have a bottle of Simple Green, I'll get into that in a second. I have a bottle of thin TLR glue. I like using the 1/2 ounce bottles. And then I have a set of Proline tire rubber bands and a microfiber cloth towel. We use Simple Green on Proline MC tires. We found that this is the best cleaner for cleaning the bead on a Proline tire, especially in the MC compound. Different tire compounds from different manufacturers may require a different cleaning solution. You know, put some Simple Green on the rag and then wipe right where the tire is going to mount, and then try and get in that corner a little bit too. Go all the way around the tire. You can use the paint dot here as a reference point, or any of the writing on the sidewall. So let's say I'll start here where it says USA and just kind of make my way all the way around. And I do more kind of a back and forth, because what you're trying to get off is a mold release agent that helps the rubber come out of the mold easily. So just a once doesn't always get it super clean. I always get in the habit of popping my foam out. I just want to make sure I take a look at that, take a look inside the tire, make sure there's no extra rubber or anything kind of stuck in there that could get the tire out of balance. And then put the foam back in. I just kind of push down the center, fold it in like that, put it in the middle, and then let it unfold, seat it around. Okay, so now I have my tire clean. I'm gonna go ahead and give another squirt of Simple Green. I'm gonna clean the wheel, B where it mounts. And I'm gonna use another clean part of the rag just to wipe that off real quick. And then I always put the paint dot towards the inside of the tire so that I don't see it. And I always push the wheel with the outside face in. That way if you do get any dust from the foam, it's on the inner bead and not the outer bead. The outer bead is the most important. So you just kind of push it in, and you kind of grab with your thumb, peel it back, and just get that bead of the tire to seat in the bead of the wheel. And there you go. All right, everything feels nice. So I'll take one of my Proline tire bands here and go ahead and pull it around the edge of the tire. You want it to be as close to the edge as possible, but also knowing that it's not gonna slide off while you're gluing, because it could get in the glue. Drag it off, and I'm using the TLR thin 1/2 ounce bottle. I like the 1/2 ounce bottle just so I can start with the new bottle a little bit more frequently. That way I know my glue is fresh and that's gonna adhere well. Kind of before I start, I'll kind of put my thumb in and kind of push, try and get that bead tight around the edge of the wheel. And then I'm left-handed, so if you're right-handed, you probably do the opposite. But I'm basically gonna put my thumb in the middle of the bottle so I can squeeze. I'm gonna use my thumb on my other hand to pull the bead back. I'm gonna get some glue here on the top in that corner, and then also in the bottom on the bead itself, and then push it in for a sec, and then just kind of rotate the tire and do the next section. And you need to get glue all the way around the entire tire. You don't want to just do glue every once in a while. You want to get it all the way around, a full 360 degrees of glue. By the time you get around to where you started, the glue will be adhered. So you'll know right away when you go to peel back the tire and it doesn't want to move that you've already gone your 360 degrees. So this is my last little amount here. Kind of push that in. And then I take the tip and put out a little bit of glue, but more just spread what's already kind of come out of the bead, and just give it a nice clean ring around there, around the face of the wheel. And that's how you glue a tire. And we'll let it dry for a few minutes. We'll flip it over and we'll glue the back side. All right, so we glued the front side of all of our tires. The glue is dry. Now it's time to flip them over and start gluing the back side of the bead. Just go ahead and pull the band off. Kind of do the same where you pull that bead of the tire tight into the wheel. So I'm kind of just pushing down with my thumb and up with my hands like this, kind of rolling it in. And then go ahead and I'm going to start here with the paint dot so I know where I'm starting and where I'm going to end. And just kind of pull back the tire, put some glue here in the corner and then on the bottom of the bead, and then press it in. And then the next, do the same, press it in. And so you're going to get some glue that kind of spills back out, but that's what you want. That way you know that you have glue all the way around the tire, basically mating the rubber and the wheel. Alright, so we glued all 4 tires on the back side and the glue is dry now. You can just go ahead and feel that the glue is dry. Just go ahead and pop the bands off, set them off to the side. What I like to do is I like to mark on the wheel what the tire is, just so I can keep everything straight and avoid confusion. So I'll go ahead and go on the inside and I'll put like a number 1 for set number 1, and then I might put MC for the compound, just in case some of the tire sauces that might get used might take that color dot off, so then you might not know. Then I always use an arrow to designate the direction that the tire will be spinning on the car. So this one, for example, the arrow is going this way, so this will be my right rear because it will spin this way on the car. And then obviously when I mark this one, 1 MC, and the arrow will go the opposite direction. So now this is the left rear, right rear. You just be careful when you have tires that are directional, like Positron from Proline, for example. You need to make sure that you mount each going the right direction and then mark them the direction that they spin when they're directional. And then go ahead and mark these fronts real quick. Now I'm also done with my glue, my TLR thin glue here, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this top off. There might be a little bit of glue left in it, so I'll always go ahead and just throw that directly into the trash. That way I make sure that I don't get glue anywhere, and then I take a rag and I just wipe the top of the glue tip off to make sure there's no excess glue that's gonna dry there. And then I will screw the cap back on. I do have another tip that came with this bottle of glue, so I'm all set to go, and you can buy additional tips separately as well. So there you go. We have a full set of Proline tires mounted on the TLR wheels that were included, and we can go ahead and get to the track and get racing.